Hello, how's everybody doing today? We playing some more Phoenix, right? You're sick of milkshakes. How can you be sick of milkshakes? Milkshakes are delicious. I'm sorry. Sorry you have bad taste. That's the wrong one. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we're going to be trying to finish up this case today. These have just been getting longer and longer. Hoping I can actually finish it this time. Alright. I did add some more stuff to my stream, like a voice mod. You can change my voice for a little bit, and since I don't have bits that you can use on my channel, it's technically free at the moment. So congratulations, you can change my voice if you wanted to. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh yeah, Edgy Boy. We're gonna save you, Edgy Boy, I swear. We gotta save Edgy Boy. Yeah, Mr. Von Karma, what's your opening statement? Oh yeah, I just realized about Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe just means detective, doesn't it? So it's detective. Very well, no opening statements. Oh wait, we're all the way back here? Did I save it at a different spot? Because I could swear I was farther than this. Oh, okay. There's opening statement. A prediction. Okay. Oh, here goes his snaps. Today's trial would end 3 minutes from now? What? What is this ridiculousness? I hope not. I don't have anything ready. Yeah, he's a judge. He's judgy. Okay, who's your witness? He's asleep. He runs that boat shop technically, but I think he thinks he owns a restaurant. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Ret Noodle at Gourd Lake. Oh man. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yeah. Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I'll raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I predicted this trial ended 3 minutes. Objection! Hello. How you doing today, Wumpus? I sent you a direct message this time. There's no way you could have missed the stream. The witness will state his name. Come on, wake up, bud. Yeah, what's your name? I'm not really sure. Uh-oh. My, memory. Oh, that's not good, actually. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. You're really gonna let the guy with memory issues testify? Yeah, that's good. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Alright, let's try to catch this guy's testimony. It was the night of the 24th after midnight. Okay. He was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then he heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by the window. Okay. I think that's exactly what I thought he was going to say. Where's the objection? I hate him. He's always doing that finger wag. That and the snap are the two most annoying things. Ergo, no need for cross-examinations. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. What an idiot. You can't just... No. I will cross-examine. Oh, of course I'm gonna cross-examine. Did he just die? Oh, no. Let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Oh, your prediction didn't work. Sorry, bud. Are you sure? Yep, just around then. Yeah, are you sure? Pretty sure. Pretty sure isn't sure. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Oh, man. Yep. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. But he needs his bird to help remember. Restaurant where he rents boats as usual. Hello. Hi, Abby. Are you getting milkshakes? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Polly is a parrot. Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Prosecution concedes we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Oh, really? Are you certain? Good, continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. No people in the boat? Oh, same question I asked. It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. You figure? At the time, that is. At the time. What? Then I heard another bang. This guy's just so weird, it's hard to actually, like, pinpoint where I'm going to get him at. That's what Lada said in her testimony yesterday. Yeah, the 2 bangs. It's about then the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by the window. How'd you know it was a man? Right outside the window of my little shack. And you could see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Okay. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Uh-oh. Karma's about to get me. I have a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Oh, that actually worked. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, are you sure it was Miles Edgeworth? That Edgeworth boy. Edgy Boy. That's weird. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining him so he could set me up for a fail. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There was, like, even if I didn't cross-examine, I would have still lost. So, I kind of have to cross-examine. I better act quick for this trial. Raise an objection. Why would I wait and see what happens? Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Oh no, he did the finger wag. That's easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints for after he fired. Truth of the matter here. Everything the witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. Yeah, bring her out. We need her out. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad at all. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Uh-oh. Did I lose? This court sees no reason to further prolong, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! Uh-oh. This court finds defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Did I lose? Damn. Accused were surrendered to court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait. Am I meant to lose that? Oh, there we go. Who's in it now? Me? Oh, what? Larry! Larry Butts is here to save the day? Larry Butts, are you actually gonna save the day? I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Larry Butts, are you gonna save the day? What's the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. This court system is so bad. You can't just give a guilty verdict and then just have someone immediately say, no, I can't be right. Let's try again. What the heck? This court system's so bad. I was sitting there listening in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. He actually called him Edgy. He actually called him Edgy. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh no, he actually called him Edgy. That's hilarious. Well, the first time something has happened like this in my court, I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. Quit snapping. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us a final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Arthurs was just guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear them speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Holy crap, you can't just do that. There's gotta be some, like, rules in place. You can't just be taking things back. There should be an appeals court, yes. But you can't just be like, I withdraw my previous verdict in the middle of a court session. You can't just do that. No, I can't understand this court system. It's so bad. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Oh no, this court system's so bad. Oh no. Like, you need an appeals court and everything, sure, but to just be like, I withdraw my verdict. What the heck? You can't just do that. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge. You see like that, Edgeworth? Oh, Edgy Boy. Yeah, right. Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in here. It's not going to be good for anyone. It's a terrible justice system. That's all I have to say about it. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. I mean, I'm glad it's working out because I can actually, like, save him now. But still, He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah? Yeah, Edgeworth? Hey, Edgeworth, did you kill him? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. You just almost died. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oof. Yeah, this is important info. Probably should have known that before. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. Couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Kammerhar has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly completed evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before a court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's Larry. If it stinks, it's butts. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Alright. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about it being our big break. Okay. See what we got going. Yeah. Everything hangs on Larry Butts. That night I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slid the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay, so that's the first one. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, too. Larry Butts. Okay, Larry. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I don't think I should have to press that one, but... Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There are so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11, so about an hour before they say the death could have happened. By the time everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you on the boat at such a late hour? He's looking for something. He found it. He was looking for the samurai thing. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? It's relevant. Shut up. Hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. It's all relevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop. Quietly. Around what time was that? Around 11. Oh, around midnight when the murder happened. Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. What time did you look out over the lake? Wasn't there a boat on the lake? If you were looking around midnight, it should have been a boat on the lake. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I mean, I'm not sure whether there was a boat there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case. Oh, man. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Well, Nick? It was pretty wishy-washy. I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. You're fine. That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something. Found it? What if I present... no. It's not on here. Okay. Never mind. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Then I was thinking about going home. I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake, but didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. What evidence do I need to use? I have too many choices. Which one do I use evidence on? Where do I press? Looked over the lake, but didn't see a boat. Didn't see a boat? Just after midnight. I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay, so it has to be the... maybe the 2 gunshots? Yep. Okay. I can take off my thinking cap. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. Miss Lutta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm just like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? What? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? But to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? So it wasn't loud enough to go over his headphones? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor should it was shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. That radio is going to be important. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. We gotta save Edgy Boy. We gotta save Edgy. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to all request show on the radio, you see. I was listening to it real booming loud, like. And I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remembered exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. I didn't have to do that. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshots. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could only have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Dang, Phoenix, you're actually using your brain for once. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay. Let's figure this out. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Oof. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Press him on that. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know. Remember exactly what the DJ was saying when you heard it, too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good for knowing what the DJ said? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. It tells us the time. Maybe. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. So it was before midnight. I've got to press until we get to the bottom of what happened. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice, Jesus. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. It's lonely being alone. That's why I was listening to an all-request show. I was listening to real booming loud, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. That seems important. Why does that one seem important? Just after midnight. So yeah, it had to be from midnight. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor. Hear what the witness just said? DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I got him. Objection. Order. What does that mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard gunshots before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts claiming he heard the gunshots before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He has a very clear memory about that moment. He very clearly heard the radio announcer at that point. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Ooh, now I gotta think. Time of death. It was fired 3 times. Nope, not it. Oh, might be. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Ooh. Thanks. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. How is the game's music, by the way? I forgot to check the volume mixer. Okay, it's still good. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimony. He wasted time again with empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. Why was the pistol fired? Huh? Why were they firing the pistol? Witness didn't think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence to prove there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? I don't know. I gotta adjust that, I guess. But it is what it is. Wasn't the photograph before midnight? It was taken yesterday, missed a lot of automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh, yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Yep, we got her. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time, Larry claims. Ooh. Got him. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I don't know, Karma. I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in the case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch that I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Okay, let's get him. Yes, Mr. Wright? Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Okay, Wright, let's go. Use that brain so you finally realize the truth. There could be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Nope. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. I hate him. Every time he does that, I just hate him even more. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. Objection! No objections yet, but was that like playing twice for you guys too? I gotta figure that out. Well, the guilty party has to be the man on the other boat. The shape of those silhouettes kind of sussy, I guess. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility, yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have a photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Timestamp on the photo says 0:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. That makes no sense, though. Twice at the same time? The 2 men on the boat are Edgeworth and the murderer? Murderer and Hammond? Edgeworth and Hammond? Gotta think. What do you think, Edgeworth and Hammond? It has to be them. I'm gonna save here, just in case. That way I don't have to redo all that. And then, I'm gonna say the murderer in Hammond. Objection. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Yeah, that's right. Hold up. Let's just load that. So I have to just... I figured that was too... I'm just gonna say it's actually Edgeworth and Hammond. Yes, I believe you are mad. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me in what you just say, that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat? Yes, that's what I said. I was just testing you, Von Karma. Oof. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm gonna have to penalize you for this foolishness. Damn. Hold up. I'll just try this one more time. That way I can get it right. The murderer in Hammond. Oh, I did it wrong. I did that the first time. I'm being dumb. Okay. Alright. Edgeworth and the murderer. Alright. Why can't you just say the autopsy report is outdated? I don't know. We did it before. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Ooh. Okay, so how's that work? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to that lake that night. However, I have a hunch. Alright, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face style that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright? Tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's not Lotta. I don't know the murderer. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? He doesn't know his name. The murderer doesn't even know his name. Because he doesn't know his name. Yeah. Murderer is the caretaker in the boat of the shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would you have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Murder really took place. The boat shop, probably. Well, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have a proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Okay. He's just on that lake. And then he's gonna go back, and that's when he hears it. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time, it means it was close by. In other words, the gunshot was very close by. And what would it be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. So yeah, I'm gonna assume that the old man was the security guard in the elevator who got brain damage from the lack of oxygen. And something with that. Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Shot him. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went on in the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Miles, probably. He was... It's probably not. Oh, he fired into the water. Shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Phoenix is... to create a witness? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look out at the lake. Indeed, Mrs. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, he jumps into the water. Yep. Leaving the pistol on the boat behind him. There you go. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw the attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place. That actually makes some sense, though. There's probably a hole in that somewhere, but... Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Anybody gonna say anything? Just all silent. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Okay, Larry Butts, you have to move. Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I'd like to ask the defendant, Mr. Isles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Okay, Edgy. We can do this. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I may ask you, can you comment? The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Ooh, he ran away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has to become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Ooh, another day. December 27th. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from that guilty verdict. Take that. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save him. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgy Boy? Did you say something? Edgy Boy. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile with just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. It's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's just so little time left. I want to tell you to get off my chest, Will. Why'd it play twice? I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgy Boy? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? You shot your dad? You think you shot your dad? You can't to be continued me on that one. That's too much.
Boomer! Boomer!
Why is it playing twice? I can't figure out why they're playing twice. Yep, I have no idea why. Oh well, they'll play twice for a bit. That one didn't play twice. So just some of them are playing twice for some reason. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
Leon! 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 Help me! Help me! Help me, Leon! Help me, Leon! Leon!
Yeah, it's just as annoying as the actual game. Okay. A memory of a crime I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been chumming him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Wait on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Okay. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Dude, she's 17. Chill. Okay. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. You weren't there, Larry. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha ha ha. Why is he laughing like that? But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just the guy sitting in the audience, you know. Before I was setting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. That's not... I mean, technically by this point she is, but in this game she's not. I don't know. But what do I know? What I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Edgeworth is silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry. What's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for a lunch home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now I mentioned I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Aw, man. Poor Phoenix. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna... Okay. Chill. Or the library. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? I don't know. I've never played it. So, I don't know how the trials work in that game. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Okay. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. Oh, I'm sorry I'm such a boomer. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting, you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor. This boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, Butts? It was Butts, why are you like this? This is always how it is, everyone getting up on picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. You tell him. Very well. I replaced the money myself. This class trial is over.
Boomer! Boomer!
Rude. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. So who stole the money? Whoa, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's why I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. He stole the money, probably. Well, yeah, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took... Objection! Objection! Okay. When something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Yep, right? I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "The Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimony, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not like Edgy. I used to know it all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him. Learn why he became who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it's very well maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay. So, let's go to the detention center. Maybe Edgy Boy has something to say. Objection! Objection! Oh, yay. I might have to turn those off if they keep going too much. Okay. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? Nobody remembers it. It's such an important moment in Phoenix's Wright and nobody remembers. No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in the 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright, yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial, the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not as good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man who trapped in the elevator was my father. His name was Yanni Yogi? He had to be a shooter any way you looked at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in an elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all my memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in the court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not sound in mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What about Von Karma? What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserved respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all cases he has taken, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. That's not a good thing. I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it is nigh well impossible to find weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now is no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. It was that case file that changed my life, and tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it would never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think I have anything really new to present to him. What does he know about Polly? You want to hear about the bird? Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Alright, set the file on DL6. See what he says about the photograph of his dad's murder. Nick, no, that's a photo of his father. Don't show him that. You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing. Alright. Cowards. It's the birdie. Alright. Alright. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department, see what happens there. Is the department's mascot. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. So yeah, I learned that Gumshoe is just like an old-fashioned name for like a detective, like a private eye or something. I didn't know about that until recently. So his name is essentially like Detective. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that? How do you snap a tie? Okay. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel scoundrel in my custody by time tomorrow, come what may. It's my duty as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Okay. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, and one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright. Let's go to the beach. Oh. Steel Samurai's gone. Steel Eyesore is missing. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Alright. Let's go to the boat rental shop, see what's going on there. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oh, Grossberg. What are you doing here? The days of my youth like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg? It's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Oh, that's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Covering up evidence. Okay. See what's in the shack. He left the birdie. That poor birdie. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your odor's gone, Polly. Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Alright. It's a Tim and the bird. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure to do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Alright. There's a fishing pool. Maybe we should bring in Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker wouldn't mind? Well, we can't just leave the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. Broken TV. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter. Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in a very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out on the lake, getting the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Dang. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright. That's interesting. So food's left. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn on the heater either. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. So the bird's just in a cold room? Dang. That poor bird. That poor birdie. Alright, public beach. I really can't think of anything else we'd have to do. Now, Phoenix, don't show the letter to anyone until the trial. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Oh, I guess. Alright. Just go show it to Grossberg, since he just told us to show him something. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, so let's go to the detention center and present him the letter. Oh, okay. What? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something. Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. Yeah, he should have. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance because the trial is going on. Left it where it was and told the police. Yeah? Wait, that old man? What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. How would that make sense for ruining his life? He was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. There's a giant earthquake. The quake was incredibly strong. Hello, Ghost. Thanks for the lurk. Before I knew it, everything was dark. Is lurk not set up? Huh. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on our eyes in the little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help. Get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. Wow. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation in his dress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? You think you killed your dad? Is that what we're saying? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Yeah, you think you murdered your dad. It's pretty obvious. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up and I feel for sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Want to get us out, help. Okay, don't shout. Yep. So you're running out of oxygen? Let's see how this progresses. You're using up the air. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. Okay. Oh, the dad's trying to kill him? Oh. Okay. Then I see a pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in the court or the bailiffs. Days I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. And that's when he goes to shoot. And he accidentally shoots his dad. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi really was innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone who knows a lot about DL6. Grossberg. Proof of him, like, shooting his own father? He doesn't remember the exact moment, so it's still technically possible he didn't. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgy Boy. Oh, she's crying now. Sad. Please don't make me sit through it all again. Thank you. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Mr. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was inconceivably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with that statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Maybe he should have breathed better in the elevator. Dang. Victim blaming now. Von Karma is an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. You wouldn't really call Yogi a victim? I wouldn't either. I think he did it. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it... Wait. Her mom's not dead. She left? I could have swore I remembered her mom being dead. We lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Did they ever actually say the mom died? Or did she just leave? That's a very important distinction, actually, for this case. They never said she died? Uh-oh. 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 It's the mom. She set up this whole thing to get back at Edgeworth. She took care of the lawyer who got her career ruined. Although, why go after Edgeworth is an interesting one. Maybe just to get him in trial in general. Hold up. Criminal Affairs Department? Nope. Detention Center? Maybe I had to talk to Grossberg about something different? I don't know. I felt like there was nothing else to talk to Grossyberg about. Use my galaxy brain. So this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. I tried to give the letter to police. He never trusted his clients, not one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It's none of them. Maybe it was Young Yogi? No. I don't think it was actually him, but nobody could recognize this. I would recognize it. Oh, right? Yes, right. I'll ask you again. Von Karma himself? Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth hadn't accidentally killed his father. He'll say just as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court. And Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscared. Okay. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth heard Von Karma faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Oof. Faulty evidence? It was the one penalty Von Karma has never received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like to go to sea or the mountains? Don't even tell me he's never been to Europe. I'm really confused on how we got here. That was the only time we took a vacation from work. So what's the vacation have to do? I won't let him. I hate to say this, but even an accidental murder is a murder, you know? What? They don't have, like, manslaughter or accidental death? I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits to it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. That's just wild that they don't have any like accidental deaths or anything. If you say so, I suppose I could check out this again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, Yeah, you can't accidentally do anything. What do they do for car accidents that involve deaths? Is it just a straight up murder? I don't know how that works. I hope they have something in place to have the differences. Present the letter again with the new information that it's written by. Oh, it's just gonna be the same thing. Yep, it's just the same thing he said before. Oh yeah, bro, that's murder. Yeah, we already heard. I wish I could just like back out of a text conversation. Alright, so police station now? Okay, I can actually present the letter to the police. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement. We're wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone run around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go as long as he's in there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. I don't like where this is going. Like, why are we going to talk to him outside of the trial? I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't in here. Von Karma. He's gonna talk to him. Phoenix is gonna talk to him. He's gonna show him the letter. Because it's the only way to move forward. Is he gonna try to kill me now? Why is everybody always trying to kill Phoenix? He's not in there. Alright. So back to the record room, I guess? I didn't see him in there. Did I miss something? Huh. I guess it can... Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? Just because you uncovered his crime. Uh-oh. Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What? Is Von Karma the guy from the elevator? What's going on here? Defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things. Okay, so he's just being weird. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Alright. Let's see what we can just talk to him about before I'm forced to... Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second rate. That's kind of rude. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregor Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to you, otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of his trial. It'll be a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then you certainly must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell you the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 incident tomorrow. Yeah, what could go wrong? Let's just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. It was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit the murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking him trouble to bring it. Yep! You saved me from the needless hassle. Phoenix! I can't believe it actually lets me present him the letter. Oh, a taser. Okay. 6 of what? People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No. Uh-oh. Nick, run. Oh no! Maya! Uh-oh. He's gonna steal the evidence. Phoenix, you're an idiot. Every case he does this. Every case he does this. He presents the evidence that's going to get him killed. In every case, almost now. Like the movie theater case, like, he just keeps getting... Why'd that one only play for like half a second? Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Uh-oh. Maya, open your eyes. Uh-oh. The letter. Did he take it? Yeah, of course he took it. We presented the evidence to him. Why would we do that? Why don't we just surprise him with it in court the next day? Why was this the only way to move forward in the story? I'm no good as a lawyer or as a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. Maybe Phoenix will figure out one day that he shouldn't be doing that. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. A bullet. DL6 evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding it this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in pocket. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Ah, Phoenix. Phoenix. Alright. It's the final day. This is gonna be over soon. This is it. Judgment Day. Day things are gonna be settled. Yep, exactly what I said, Phoenix. Uh-oh. Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. You gotta go to police and present the murder weapon. That's true. Yeah, thanks, Maya. You know what? Phoenix should stay an investigator and get away from being a lawyer. And just stop presenting evidence to people. Because he's crazy. What are you doing? Uh-oh. She's like electrified. It's gonna have something to do with her powers. What? How does that even work? What do you mean discharge? What kind of universe is this? Whoa, pal. That's Gumshoe then? Yep. I predicted Gumshoe by pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in and took all night. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Okay, let's get this going. Understood. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your arguing statement? Right. Thanks to the Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop... Oh, he's been arrested in yesterday's trial. The defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring witness into the courtroom. Yeah, I never heard of that happening with a taser, but it makes sense. To an extent. I don't know how long that would last, though. That was the last day? In addition, he has currently lost the memory of his name and identity. Why did you run away yesterday? The witness is not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Pharaoh, please begin your testimony. Wake up. Unless it's all an act. Happens for like an hour afterwards. So, yeah, it should have definitely wore off. Alright. I'm sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Or, I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi. I'm going to prove it. Alright. What if he's not, though? You're just going off this assumption that he is. Press. What to call what you did running away and just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Stop wagging your finger. I hate him. No need to rush to conclusions. As said, the witness was not running away. Listen to his testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do Von Kama and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. Well, Polly isn't a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them at a big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Oh, well, I kind of got lost, you see. He's a dog, wagging his tail. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. Oh, never mind. The judge is an idiot. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Oh, he has the letter. Ah. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory over years. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove that it's old Cougar's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, right? Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no testimony of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. To prove he's lying about the memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. May I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness memory of the past or lack therefore of question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of those statements are lies. Okay, Phoenix, how are we going to go about this? Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho. Now this is interesting. You know, his snap is cool. I give him that. That's a cool little character thing. Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness name. He's not Gregory Edgeworth. His name is Yanni Yogi. Yeah, that's what everybody thinks. That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. He does it again. Jump to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man and this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Allow me to repeat once more. The witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. Prove Yogi, then I got nowhere else to go. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on fire for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What, no fingerprints? Jeez. Oh, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working on that stuff. What? Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. It seems that the case has been decided, no? I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no other test to... Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examination his parrot for comic relief, huh? Oh, actually... Oh, even Phoenix had the same idea. There's no way we're going to cross-examination a parrot. This is such a kangaroo court. There's no way they're gonna let me do this. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like the cross-examination of witnesses pet parrot. There's no way they let me do this. This is such a bad court if they let me do this. This is a farce. Yeah, I actually agree with Karma on this one. Even if it is evidence, to say I'm cross-examining a parrot is absolutely ridiculous. You can present it as evidence, but to cross-examine the parrot is wild.
Objection! Objection!
And nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. This is crazy. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll cross-examine a parrot. This is so stupid. I love it. This is the most ridiculous thing. Yeah, you know what? I actually agree with Karma. He can't rig a parrot. You can't cross-examine a bird. I'm sorry. You can present... Oh my god, it's on the stand. I can't believe this. This is so ridiculous. I'm loving this. Oh man. It speaks. Name? Witness is ignoring me. Must be hurt. It's ignored by it. But you have to say Polly first. Hello, squad. Yeah, it's a bird. Certainly the most concise testimony. Right, what are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Press that bird. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect to... I want you to testify. Polly, have we forgotten something? You have to say Polly first. Hello. Uh-oh. That's not the same bird. It's not working. Expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? There's no way he trained a bird. I refuse to believe he trained a bird for a trial. There's no way he would expect me to bring the bird. What if I present this? It's not gonna work. Yeah, that seems about right. I gotta think now. How about... What do you guys think? I'm trying to think of what I could do to get the bird. You think the DL6 case file? That's not right. Nope. I'm gonna save here just in case. To just present the bird itself? No. This one's hard. Do I just press again? I guess. What's the safe number? I didn't think I didn't know that they let you do it where it's like the same options again. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. Huh, ridiculous. How can number or safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. It's just the case file, I guess. I don't know how that would prove that's his identity. Wait. 1228. Oh! It's the date! You're right! Specifically the date. Wow. I didn't even think about that. That's some big brain stuff, honestly. That's some giga brain. That's some galaxy brain. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe. That's how important that date was to him. Certainly isn't. I didn't even think to use the file to... I didn't even think to use the file to line it up with the safe code. That's actually genius. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. You shouldn't do that. It's just not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to... Why would you say that out loud? But... Why would he say that out loud? Also... Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. Yeah, bird. Continue. Okay, bird. What do you gotta say? What's your name? Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Polly Jenkins committed suicide. What page is that on? Page 3. Suspect data. Of course. Okay, Your Honor. Proof is that the parent name reveals the caretaker's identity. Oh, I didn't. Take that!
Objection! Objection!
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where's the file information connected to his parent's name? Suspect data. It's Polly, his fiance. After he's arrested, his fiance committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiance who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence at all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Weird. My granddaughter's fiance? Depends on who you're... Okay. I think we've reached a conclusion here. Why is her dog named Phoenix? This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Somebody can interrogate her at the boat shop immediately. Okay. Witness. Tell us your name. Wait, this is the witness. He doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh, snap! I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Oh, snap! He activated. He looks totally different. This is the rear Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Oh, snap. This is getting spicy. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to defame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes. Oh, snap. It was me. I did it. They put me on witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was a chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Snap. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, Edgy Boy, not guilty. But then I'm going to have to do another trial with Edgeworth about the DL6 incident. I just see it coming already. This is all. This court is adjourned. There it is. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No, don't do it. Edgy Boy! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Rubber Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell him he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. What do I do? Raise an objection. Judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth. Didn't say something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement.
Objection!
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Uh-oh. No, Edgy Boy, don't do it. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, I wasn't a suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6. The statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me. Bro, you just had to wait one more day. Just one more day. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. Are you serious? I have to do 2 different court cases? Oh, snap. During that time, I consider appropriate course. Court is adjourned. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstance. There's no way he said that. Oh, no. It was an accident. Why are you so edgy? Why does Edgeworth have to be an edgy boy? Nick, what are you doing? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case record. Your case for what? Huh, isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Accidents don't happen. What are you talking about, pal? It's just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me. Right. Oh, snap. How are we going to prove he's innocent? Okay, you know what? I need to grab a drink. So I will be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright. I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin the hearing by his testimony. Then, though pointless, let's the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does our defense have any objections? Wait, why is it unconventional for you to run it by the book? That's terrible. Okay, very well. Now it's time for the real case. How am I going to get Edgy Boy off? Pause, that sounded wrong. Anyway, will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When our church was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the key, but if only I can get it to work. Time to destroy this witness. One day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in his elevator. He got brain damage. Then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. So now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. And to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. Let's press on that one. There were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator? Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then as time passed, no one came to help. Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in a corner. But then... just then something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the barrel of Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Okay. He said it might have been Yanni Yogi's, like, pistol on his hip. But I just don't understand. There's a lot of problems with this. I just can't figure out how I want to attack it. It's a single gunshot, then a scream. Who screamed? I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream? It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Well, if you throw a gun, the safety could come off. He could have bumped it with his thumb. I don't know. It's possible he could have done it, but I doubt that he actually did. It is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what that means. I better find out and quick. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe. Then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi and I wanted to stop the fighting. A moment later there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Which one is it? No clues. Wait! How did they scream with the lack of oxygen? Could that be something with it? It's the pic of Edgy's dad? But how would that... Okay, I don't know how that would... how I would get that conclusion, but I would do it. Wait. There was only one gunshot? Oh, so... how'd he land like that? And then the bullet went through the glass? Yeah, because then you have the bullet going through the glass and then he lands sideways like that. How'd that happen? That's possible. bullet was found in his heart. So why is there like blood? Oh, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't have been able to go through his body. It would have had to stop. So somebody shot into the elevator. This is some Giga Brain stuff. Because I haven't looked at that photo in so long. I gotta start looking at the evidence again more often. I was too worried about the other case. I forgot about the DL6, looking at all the evidence again. I should have just went over everything before we went back into it. Take that! I need to get a take that added to my soundboard. Yeah, I know. I gotta start doing that more. Like I said, I should have reread all the DL6 ones right before we went back after the 5-minute break. Because I remembered all the evidence from the first case, but the DL6 case is a little bit foggier in my memory. I gotta look over everything again. I bet you it was Karma who killed him. Because we usually meet the killer. It was there before. It has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have any proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident? I'm gonna say I do. Uh-oh. Alright, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves? No glass on the floor. Huh. No glass on the floor in that picture. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Could it have been the oxygen? Lack of oxygen? I wonder. So it very well could be the lack of oxygen, because there's like a hole in the elevator, but I don't know. Oh, it says the weapon was fired twice. Hold up. One bullet. The murder weapon was fired twice. You're right. You're Giga Brain. I was speed reading. Giga Brain stuff. You actually read the file. You're a good attorney. I'm a bad one. I'm playing like Phoenix does in real life. I don't read any of the evidence and I just present it to everybody. What was that? The case summary, right? Hold up. Let me double check. I don't want to put the wrong thing. Oh, no. It was victim data. I know, I just looked at the evidence. I actually did it the right way. I looked at the evidence like I should. I'm a good lawyer, I swear. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. How would it be accidentally fired twice? What are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the evidence, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that defendant lost consciousness after the shot fire ran out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, Look once more at the DLC kids file. Try case summary page. On page 1. Look at what's written in there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol hadn't even fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. Bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Yeah, but... Oh, you're right. I still have it on there. That's just my thinking. That's my thinking, okay? That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Comra says, the second bullet was fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I have to discount the defense's claim. No. I praise the judge for the wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you going to do, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there at all, my conjectures are there for nothing. Oh, yeah. And plus, it even says that on the file that it was fired twice. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired a killing shot, but now I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not by your own intention? Yes, I did. No. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but mine's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? You're a parrot on a stand, but you can't figure out what a bullet is. That's right. He can put a parrot on the stand, but can't figure out about a bullet. Nick, I don't know. In this case, perfect. Oh no. It's not a perfect case. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Seems waiting don't produce any answers. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It, existed. But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer? It's you. You're the murderer. How does Phoenix not get this? First of all, how would they have found it? Not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there someone pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... Is it proof or cautious? The bullet would be proof. I'm gonna say the bullet would be proof. It's a special bullet, so they took it with them. They should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well, huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? I mean, you'd have to dig it out of a guy's body. I'm gonna have to... Murderer had to find it. Murderer's cautious. Objection. You can't dig inside a body. I guess I lost. I gotta reload. Oh, wait, how far back did I save? Crap. Hold up. I didn't save far enough back. Oh, no. I did it again. Which one was it? It was this one. Oh, no. I have to just fast forward through the parrot now. No, I stopped at the parrot. No! Oh, I didn't press. Okay, so I gotta press. I did it again! I didn't save at the right point! I want you to testify. Yep. At least it's not. At least I know how to do it, so I can get back to it pretty fast. We get to experience the beautiful parrot again. Oh. I can't just keep clicking. Alright. Then we gotta do her name, which is Polly, which is, the last page, the third page, which is, what page was the name on? That way I can get it right. Oh, that's profiles, dunny. That was on page 3, so suspect data. Okay. Yeah, show us proof. Alright. No, I meant suspect data. I didn't mean to click that. I clicked the wrong thing by accident. I hate that it's making me go through all this again. Come on, we can do it. Yep, snap your fingers at me. Suspect data. Thank you. There we go. Now we're getting back to the good parts. At least it wasn't that far back. This is where he completely admits to everything. And I'm gonna save right after we get to the break part. For DL6. So we'll get to the next trial, technically speaking, since it's technically a different trial. Yep. Wake me up when we're there. I'm sorry. I was bad. I should have saved earlier. I believed in myself too much. Not guilty. I should never believe in myself as much as I did there. There we go. Edgy Boy's confession. Edgy Boy confesses to a murder he didn't do just because he had a dream. Just make a note to save before any choice. That's right. Okay, this is where Edgy Boy talks about his dream. I believe he's killed his father. Come on. We can do this. Okay. Then we just gotta get back to... We weren't that far back in the grand scale of things since I know exactly what to do. Ah. Murder is murder, inexcusable. All right. All right. Gone to courtroom. Have to leave. An earthquake struck. Just then, we probably pick up and. All right. When's he gonna say the 2 within the days? A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. There we go. I can just present it now, I think. Actually, I gotta present the file, and that's under page 2, victim data. Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yeah, Edgy Boy, you sure? Sorry, Edgy Boy. The evidence is on file. It was victim data, just to make sure. Murder is murder, inconceivable. Inexcusable. I can't believe that they even think of accidental deaths as murders. That's so wild. Who fired the remaining shot? Just gotta wag your finger. Karma's gonna come back to get you, Karma. I know you were the murderer. It has to be you. Yes. Oh, impossible. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the pistol was fired? Yeah. The picture itself. Right up here. Yep. Yeah, I'll show him. Right there. Obviously, the contradiction's right there. Then we just have to get through, like, the mental gymnastics they get to. Of being like, there's no bullet there, so clearly there wasn't 2 shots fired there in that elevator. Because there's no second bullet. There's no second bullet. It can't have happened. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed been fired 2 times. Then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. That's just such a dumb... Second bullet's never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. Can pick up a bullet and take it with them. That wouldn't happen. It's just wild. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So we have the single... Okay, here he comes. Yep. This is where they have the mental breakdown. Okay. Yes. Do you have any objections? Nope. He's accepted his guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations. We need to be possessed by Mia now. I'll save right here. Because I can. Never again. I will learn my lesson, I swear. Mr. Wright? I have an objection. Objection! I object. Tisk. I hate him. I can't wait to see you go to jail. Oh, I'm sorry, they die, right? They get executed. His case is perfect. Oh no. His case clearly isn't perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. You can save during choice is a good thing to keep in mind. Yeah. Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. I can't believe that ghosts are a legitimate part of this game. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we just heard proof that it doesn't exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. Who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer. You know what? I hope Edgeworth gets to press the lethal injection button. Jesus. Huh. First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer? No! Murderer didn't need to do it, but he always likes perfection. So, I don't know. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for a stray bullet? Haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer only had no reason to take a bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Here, it had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does it mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? I'm with them. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unarmed. So what would that mean? Murderer came from outside, yes. Ooh! He shot him through the door. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet. Oh! The bullet goes through the elevator door, shoots them, and he shoots back into the elevator. And then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Whoa. That's some Giga Brain stuff. I can tell you're grasping it. I can't deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. Right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh. I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Greg Gardner was down the bro to his perfect shower. He took a vacation. Yeah. That's his only vacation he's ever taken. Because he was shocked. But took it because he was injured. Saw 3 on and asked one of them. That's crazy. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? So the prosecution's the one who did it. Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Ooh, Von Karma. Karma's face, he's going insane. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Buh. You don't object? Huh. I see no need. Why, Honor? This is ridiculous outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife, Mr. Wright? Bring that doctor who operated me. Have him testify. Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull a bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? I have a metal detector. I have a metal detector. I have a metal detector. I'm gonna metal detect this guy in the middle of court. I'm gonna metal detect this guy in the middle of court. There's no way that's what I'm gonna do. Please let me do it. Please let me do it. Yes! Please let me do it. Please. This would be so great. There's no way they're just let me use a metal detector in the middle of court. There's no way. The bullet is still inside Von Karma. Holy crap. All these years? Well, there's one way to find out.
Objection!
So you're telling me in this one trial, I have both brought a bird up and used a metal detector. Oh, you acknowledge the bullet is still inside you? Order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of the trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh, man. This is so ridiculous. Oh, snap. He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet inside my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Mr. Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Rice who must prove something here. No, I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any DL6 evidence. I do. You just can't claim it has nothing to do with it. Sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Hold up. It's not letting me save. Uh-oh. Oh, well. I know what it is. It's the very bullet that you tried to hide. A bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came from the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, yep, it's quite accurate. Yep. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet is removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Richard Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you would let us remove the bullet from you further. Then we compare the ballistic. There's no way we're going to do surgery on this guy and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh, he's doing his freak out. Here it is. He's doing his freak out. It's the freak out. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Yep, it's the scream he heard. Okay. We got him. We got him. We got him. We finally got him. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Oof. Snap. Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death. Dang. Dang. Somebody's a bit mad. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. It was a shock like none have never known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way in the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Wow. So he just sees him unconscious. Is like, man, it's time to kill him. I have a good chance to kill this guy. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. He fooled the ghost too. Dang. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought that another man who would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. It appears that we have to come a very long way to end this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. We did it. We saved Edgy Boy. Edgy Boy's free. Her mom was called for a fraud for that. Yeah. Dang, he ruined multiple people's lives just by that one action. He pretended to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth? Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. How much are you gonna pay me, Edgeworth? I see. Thank you, Wright. Okay. You're welcome, Edgy Boy. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgy Boy. You got a lot to learn. Gumshoe! I'm starting to like Gumshoe more. He actually tries now. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on him. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? Jeez. They lowered his salary? That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. Did he just whoop? I feel foolish. Okay. He just whooped. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, correct. Or, thank you very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. No, you didn't. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if there was one there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you going to do now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. They got up trying to be investigator photographer really quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? It's over, Nick. My life's over. Why? His girlfriend left him. I'm not long from this world. It's... yeah. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift for me at a celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not please talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right, yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah? That's not strange. People give away money, give away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What's weird, I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick. Wasn't it exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth's school? $38? No. Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, right? If it stinks, it's butts. But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Yeah, think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyways. Then he saw the money lying there, and rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too, well. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Larry stole the money. Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There, you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insightful emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I'd only known I would become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in a part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take the photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. Okay. Yep, we're all celebrating. Detective Gumshoe took us on to town that night. We celebrated Edgy Boy's newfound freedom, even though Edgy Boy himself was still in detention. What? We celebrated it without him? That's kind of messed up. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 a.m., I guess? Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday, seeing you. It made me think about what am I doing here. I'm a spirit medium and a training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Okay, so she left for this game. Got it. What time is it? The first trains from Mountain have already left to the station. Dang, she gone. I guess I'm too late. Dang. Hey, Nick, Maya. Hello, Maya. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Bye, friend. Hold it! I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial, I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gunshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Oh, yep. She saved it. I remember now. She saved it. But you were the only one who rescued the last piece of evidence they needed. Yep. I couldn't have done it without you. I appreciate the help. You helped me. Yeah, complete your training and come back. That way you can actually talk to spirits at will. Gotta go. She's crying. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Is that the end of the first game? Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Okay. Whew. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. But Nintendo added an extra trial. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Alright. Well, I probably won't be finishing that today. My throat's getting super dry from all the talking. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy is a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, huh? Oh, man. Sweaty man. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I forgot about him. He's been lazy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. What? Shut up. I barely remembered you. That's a really good game, though. Oh, no, not this guy. I wrote that affidavit for, yeah. You know, I've taken over management of the... Okay. Should you be in the area, please stop by. He is right across the street from me. Grossberg, what did you really add? Yeah. Haven't seen him of late. Yeah. Probably because there's not really much to talk to you about. Send a friend. What? I don't know why you keep saying that. He's like the only character that never grew on me at all. Oh, old bag. Never mind. I forgot about her. At least she used the name Edgy Boy. She added something with that. I guess he did tell me it was Von Karma's writing. He did something. I'll give him that. He did accomplish one task. I owe Mr. Wright a great deal. Okay. Wouldn't really ruin any kid's dreams. Okay. He gets worse? Wow. That's kind of crazy. Because he's not bad right now, but he doesn't really add much either. Oh, she got a letter from Maya. So I just get to see what every single character from the game who's still alive is doing. Citizen Pink Princess. Yeah, she's living at a spirit medium place. In the mountains. Oh yeah, right, who's that? Oh, now he's in the Pink Princess. I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age. Unless you're Von Karma being executed right now. Oh, man. Hey, it's Lada. A paranormal photographer? Well, it's just behind them. There's a ghost. For real. Now that's a talent. I'm gonna be famous. I looked at that picture a few times. I don't remember seeing a ghost. But okay. Maybe there is. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to behind them. Oh, that's a nice picture. Oh, they're talking about that picture. Okay. We're talking about the very end. Okay, Capcom, you made a good game. Hold it. A brand new episode is added. Ooh. Alright. His wiki page says he's deceased. Alright. Well, the stream's gonna be ending here. I'm done playing some Phoenix Wright for today. Let's find somebody to raid. Alright. Let's look at what my choices are. Unless you guys have a suggestion who you want to raid. Alrighty. Yeah. This is always the hardest part, finding somebody to raid. Let's see if anybody's playing yeah, no. Nobody. Let's see. Why not? I'll see this person playing Resident Evil. Watch this. Here we go. All right. Well, thanks everybody for showing up today. It was actually a really fun stream. That was a really good game. I got to do that bonus trial next time, and then I'll start the second game. Well, I'll smell you all later.